here's one of my characters I'm making for a story I want to make.
Nice. I've got a character I need to draw out for a story I've been writing for a while, and people want me to draw her so they can have an idea better than the written description. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, will you ever tell us what the character's real name is instead of title? Maybe someday further in the story. I'm like, I've only got like 3 chapters done because I keep going back and erasing stuff.
Oh yeah, the green, the one that's green. There's a combination of the girl was a techno song, the Mormon missionaries was from the Book of Mormon, and the king was from the King George, which a King George reference from Hamilton, and of course, Be My Guest from Lumiere.
Yeah, everybody loves Lumiere.
You ever seen Hamilton or heard Hamilton songs?
I have not actually heard the Hamilton songs. I have to watch it because my sister's drama group is doing a rendition of it, so it's like
Oh,
fine.
there are 3 songs that the King George exists in the story, but he has only 3 parts and 3 songs. And one of the songs is like he refers to America kind of like an abusive relationship girlfriend, and he says like the opening line is like his opening lines is about the push comes. No, he says you'll be remember despite our estrangement. You'll be back. Soon you'll see. You'll remember that you belong to me. You'll be back. Time will tell. You remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I'm a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love.
The only clue I have any idea that my sister's given me about this musical is she said that her is going to be playing where dress in the movie version.
Oh, in the movie version?
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same in the musical as in the movie. They're doing the musical, and she's like,
Wait,
once you watch the musical, you'll know in the movie version the character wears a red. Yeah,
wait, I've never heard of it.
it's a musical, like 2016.
Hamilton movie. Well, it's a play, but I've never heard of a movie, but a stage play, but I've never heard of a movie before.
I didn't even know it was like a stage play musical until like I saw the trailer for the into it. I was like, I might as well just watch the musical before I watch this musical movie of it.
Okay, menu confirms everyone will be able to see Hamilton with the original cast. Shock ripples through the echo. Rumors swirling about creator will be leaving the show and blah 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 blah. I actually haven't heard of like a movie. I haven't seen. I've seen like little clips of it from the play, but I've never heard of a movie version of it. So,
Like,
although considering the clips I have seen would imply that it was in kind of movie format, but still.
yeah, like it was literally it flopped in theater. Everybody said it wasn't as good as the Broadway show, and that if they were going to make a movie of it, they should cut all the musical parts out. Because the movie, like Into the Woods, was a musical stage play, which I thought Into the Woods was actually really good, and it was hilarious to see Johnny Depp playing a child creeper.
Into the Wood. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a wolf.
I showed that movie to my dad, and my face palmed while laughing through the whole movie.
And he had the shortest part in the entire movie.
And it was one of the most hilarious songs. I also sent the clip of him singing that song to my little college because she is like, before Blockbuster closed down, she was banned from all Blockbusters because of her love of Johnny Depp.
Mm-hmm.
Because she tackled a cardboard cutout of him and dry humped it in Blockbuster.
Oh.
My dad's
That's
response
fantastic.
was, she was 16 at the time. My dad's response is, that man is in his 50s. You are 16. Her response was, I don't care. Our love knows no bounds.
Oh.
Blockbuster told her she is no longer welcomed into any of their properties, but she could keep the cardboard cutout.
Oh.
Did she squirt all over it? Is that why? Because I was like, yeah, you can keep that.
I don't think so. I mean, they let my boyfriend's keep a Twilight cutout just by her hugging it.
Here's my interpretation of what King George looks like. Of what I would like King George to look like.
Speaking of kings, we're back on stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the next king you draw will be King Henry with all his divorced, beheaded wives around him.
If there's ever a musical about that.
I think the closest to musical you get is the school song "Don't Stay in School."
Can nothing stop this beast?
We're back, everybody.
Must be it. Cave to the west. Rockwolf! Come out! I challenge you! I've come to collect my armor! In the name of destiny! Come out!
What's this? A petty thief? Cal sends you to challenge my might. This is an insult. Go away.
Angus of Kells. I will best you, or I'll go down trying.
I told you to go away.
Angus is so much fun.
And then The Rock doesn't give him his armor, he gives him his
Angus will be back. I stake
love.
my life upon it. And we too, like it or not. What wonder is this?
I have something for you. It's not mystic armor, but take it. Spare yourself the trouble of fighting the Rockwolf. A bit of spin polish and it'll gleam like new. No one will know the difference.
Yeah, but I'll know. Be gone. Your magic can't help me. It's like what Kat had said. The magic I need is inside me. And right now would be the best time for it to come out.
But come on. I am the worst of the worst.
Now the worst is yet to come.
Of course.
Come back here. Gotcha.
Oh.
And now for my armor. Earth beneath me. This is the only armor for me. Now to help my friend.
How much strain would that put on the horse to have him and the armor on?
Need a hand, guys?
Angus!
He won! Was there any doubt? Over here!
Yeah, because the Irish know about Spanish bullfighting.
I mean, he has his armor, and the first thing he does is pull out a red cloak.
I'm explaining to people what this show even.
We have him. He's safe.
All together now!
One of them's like, oh, so it's super hentai? No, it's not.
Well, well, well.
Hold on a minute.
Performance?
This battle's far from over. Let's finish it.
No. Alas.
I find it hilarious how few people actually remember this, and I'm sitting here like I'm showing my age when I explain I watched this when I
Towers are
was
darker than we
like
thought.
10, and they're like, You were that old when Power Rangers first aired? I was like, yeah, I was about around 10.
My little princess.
I was around 3, I think, because it was in '93, early '93. So actually, I would have been 2.
I will say this: I was born in '88, so give or take a couple years. I'm pretty sure I was around 8 to 10 years old though when it dropped.
No, it was in early '93. So you were 5, maybe 4, depending on what month you were born.
Oh, then in that case, I was 9.
I'll be watching you.
That's a bit rapey.
We need that dragon.
Well, I guess that was the intention.
Why do you keep showing me things that are rapey? I'm getting tired of this shit, Fright.
This is a kids show. It's not supposed to be rapey. But then again, Rugrats is not supposed to be pervy, but they managed to make a porn parody out of that.
I'm actually kind of scared to look up and see if there's a porn parody of this now.
There's not. It didn't have enough traction. Trust me. Otherwise, there would have been a thing of Beetleborgs or VR Troopers, and I've not found one.
I mean, Power Rangers and Battle Transformers and a bunch of other ones have spoofs, so we'll see.
Well, yeah, we actually showed one of those in the Bad Porn Comedy Hour, the Mighty Muffin Pounder Rangers.
Ugh.
That was
There's
hilarious.
a new Power Ranger that just dropped this year, parody, and they draw their power from these magic condoms that they slide into their Zord bracelets.
Well, yeah,
Hmm.
they use did the same thing in Mighty Muffin Pounder Rangers. But if this new one is based off the new movie, then it might look a bit different.
Was no match for the Mystic Knights.
And the Rock Wolf was no match for Angus, whose thieving ways nearly got him into serious trouble.
But it has all ended well. The dragon is next.
I believe you entertained Queen Maeve.
Oh, yes, Father. Rowan sings like a nightingale.
Sing for me. I insist.
No, Your Highness, please, anything but that. Oh, are we never to be free of your rudeness? No, your crudeness. That's a good one, that crudeness. If I say so myself. Oh, so you like funny, do you?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Very well then. Funny, you shall be.
Oh no. And angry, Rowan's like, fuck this shit, I'm moving over here.
There once was a lad who was very bad. His spirit hard to tame. I found then, but always a friend.
And that's just episode 1 of today's order. Remember, this is a triple threat stream.
All right, so unfortunately, because of the delay, I might have to leave sooner, but still, we'll get time for more episode.
Yeah. Where are you? All right, episode 7. Copy. How do I change it though? Oh, whoops. Trying to remember how to do this.
You can do it. I believe in you. And if you don't do it, I'll channel my opal and go get the cat of 9 tails.
I got it. I was supposed to click the TV button. No, I don't want to test the camera. Fuck off.
I'm wondering how much shit I can talk before he gets on to me.
Next, we have young Hercules.
He's cute.
Watch as he and his buddy Iolaus.
Oh wow! I forgot about that show.
Yeah, that was Ryan Gosling's big debut.
Wow, that was him.
Yeah, it was.
You know what cartoon we should do next, Fright Ranger?
What was that?
One of my old childhood favorites, Class of Titans.
Class of Titans?
Clash of Titan? Wait, what was that one about?
Class of Titans, and it was about modern day children that were descended from Greek heroes and gods.
Oh, so Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Got it.
I've never seen this shit.
Basically, but the cartoon came out before Percy Jackson.
I think somebody's gonna sue somebody.
I've actually only heard of this in passing, but I've never seen it on TV before.
You need to be digging up some links then, Nenica. Once the series is over, that's the next thing we're gonna watch because that sounds.
Yeah, like I was rewatching it on Watch Cartoon when I was like, I'm in the mood for this.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Was this an official picture, or is this like a fan art right here?
Yeah, that's when island that men were turned into animals.
Oh no, the pigs.
Cold enough to send a shiver through the other world and back.
Aye, stop your belly aching. We'll be home in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
It's eerily quiet it is.
Be thankful for the quiet.
But there's not even the hum of a bee. It's too quiet.
In the name of Queen Maeve, attack! Prepare for you to defeat, you blasted Kelsman.
Oh, come on. No.
Come and take the sword of Cal.
Don't forget about my whirlwind crossbow.
Oh, my bob's bright. Where are you cowards going? They're only 4 scrawny children. Come back!
Children with pretty fancy space-age weapons.
The last of me.
A hard-fought and victorious battle.
Sure it was nothing really.
My king, now that we each have our mystic armor and weapons, the time has come for us to tame the Dragon Pyre.
His lair lies deep in the caves of Dare, which is where we must go.
Then the sooner the better. Maeve certainly won't allow what happened today to go unchallenged.
We had victory within our grasp. Then those 4 imps interfered.
I assume they used their weapons.
Of course. Otherwise, we wouldn't make it.
Whoa.
In order to bring Kells
Whoa.
to its knees, those mystic knights must be eliminated. Why, of course. Midas Sentinels.
What about them? They have already been defeated.
Individually, yes, but collectively. Brought together as my own personal brigade. They'd be unstoppable.
A brilliant thought, my queen. But how will you get them to do your bidding?
I'll just use my charm on Miter.
Your charm is wearing a thin, May.
Miter, I didn't know you were there.
Of course you didn't.
Gaze upon my dreadlock leprechaun in despair.
You dare make another request when you're
I didn't know ancient Ireland had hippies.
Well, if we don't do Class of Titans, we can always watch some weird stuff. Not porn on this, but other shows.
Define weird.
Yeah.
I call it weird, but it's one of my favorite shows. We could always watch Lost Girl.
Lost Girl. Is that the one with the Fae and the lady who was on coke during that Tyra Banks show? I forget her name.
I don't know of any of them being on coke, but it is about fae, fables, folklore,
No, I mean
fairy.
the actress who stars in that show. She used to be a cokehead when she was on Tyra Banks' America's Next Top Model.
As far as I know, that actress has never been on America's Next Top Model.
What's the name of the actress?
Hold on. I will show you. I mean, she could have been. I mean, she doesn't look like a cokehead either.
Well,
Way too much muscle on her.
Well, yeah. If it's who I'm thinking of, it again used to be a cokehead. But yeah, I'm gonna have to have a name or a picture.
Anna Silk.
Is that the name of the actress or the character?
That's the name of the actress. The character's name is Isabeau.
Anna Silk. That doesn't ring any bells at all.
Let me give you. She was in Earthstorm, Assassin's Tale, The Perfect Neighbor, Anonymous Rex, and Breakfast with Scott, and Legacy of Fear.
Was this on Sci-Fi?
Yes, the show was on Sci-Fi.
The Sci-Fi original TV show. Yeah, it's the show I'm thinking of, but I think we're thinking of two different actresses from that show.
Yeah, I think you're thinking about one of the other actresses, maybe one of the side actors.
A brunette.
There are a lot of brunettes on the show.
And now this is bugging me. I need to look this up myself.
We'll finish the cartoon first and then look it up. We've been doing this for an hour. I may disappear for dinner here soon.
Handling of the runestone led to the defeat of my 4 sentinels.
Me? My mishandling?
You will return the runestone to Miter. Now!
Miter, I implore you, give me another chance. I have a plan for the defeat of Celts and those irksome mystic knights.
Tell me of your plan.
I will unite the 4 sentinels of Temra and have them fight in a single unconquerable force.
That Cohen, the Ice Lord.
All right, I shouldn't be looking this up right now because otherwise it'll keep bouncing back and forth between the tabs I have open. So sorry about that, folks.
Fain Morfain, the Rockwood, Borgel Macroic, Caesar, Sonar of Sky, Lightning Bat.
Now, to test you.
Try my black eye sword. My wolf's tooth claw. Feel the sting of my serpent's tongue whip. And I use my battle axe.
the end has come for Kell and his mystic knights.
Why? Do these caves have to be so far away? We're here.
The dragon's lair.
Well, I'm resting right here. This is your third rest, Angus.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
It was an accident.
Accident, was it?
Yeah, I'm on a mistake. If I'm lying, may a bolt of fire strike me from the sky. Looks like Pyre has a warm welcome for us. Well, what do we do?
We go in after him.
We do? We do.
Now remember, we don't want to hurt him. Just tame him.
He looks wilder than ever.
He can be as wild as he wants. This time we have our mystic armor. Fire within me.
Earth beneath me.
Water around me.
Air above me.
Let's split up.
You don't get armor. You don't get shit like that on Power Rangers. It's a fancy armor.
Yeah, you do. You have Mystic
You have what?
Force.
No, you still didn't get like. No, I mean as far as their armor, look at how ornate their armor is. That's classy.
I'll give you that one.
That, yeah,
I give up trying to play fight with you.
yeah, it's always like spandex and occasionally some hard shit, but
How exactly do you tame a dragon?
Very careful. Watch out! That's it! Grab his tail! Come on! Hold tight!
I'm surprised nobody's cracked the skull yet.
Mystic armor is very powerful, I guess.
You know that doesn't work.
Thanks a lot.
Maybe the cracked heads
Require a woman's approach.
times have been flipped around.
Stay calm. There's nothing to be afraid of, see? Everything's all right.
Oh shit! She almost got her hand bit off.
Why, you
The woman's soft and gentle approach.
And this is how your level 1 party dies to the dragon.
Time to bring out heavy artillery.
All together now. Nothing at all.
We can't tame this thing.
Let's get out of here. And fast.
Finfar has a lot of explaining to do.
We followed the rules, obtained the mystic armor. Yet when we tried to tame Pyre, we can't. So what is it that you're not telling us?
You should blame no one but yourself for failure.
Well, you should try taming that scaly-skinned fireball. Aren't you as pretty as the dew on a morning flower? Aren't you?
Why, thank you.
Oh.
I never said that it would be simple.
I've tamed wild horses and toppled wild boars since I was knee-high.
And I single-handedly have tamed the most ferocious beasts in distant lands.
Fire is not like any other animal. You cannot tame him like any other animal.
So what are we supposed to do?
Into the reflecting pool.
Observe the viewing globe.
True turtle. The slowest animal.
And the first image they show is a
fears no one,
bedchamber.
for it knows how to batter all enemies.
And
Anyway, guys, I have to go draw. My house is ready to go do dinner.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'll be back as soon as possible. Hit me
Okay.
up in I
Well,
guess.
it was nice to meet. I might be gone when we come back, but thanks for having us.
No problem. Torture Fright gone.
Straight.
Sheriff's disgrace. Yes, sire.
Clean that weapon. The battalion is ready to attack Kells.
Splendid. And don't worry about those 4 Mystic Knights. The Sentinels will take care of them.
And victory shall be ours.
Oh, Mr. Kells!
I tell you, the answer is right in front of us. It's got to have something to do with the shell. See, our mystic armor acts like a turtle shell.
No, it's Pyre's shell. His cave acts like a shell. We've got to keep him in his cave.
No.
Well, okay, maybe this whole turtle thing is just a distraction. I remember when I used to pickpocket, and
Speaking of distractions,
never mind.
Perhaps it would help if we observed her. Oh, darling, do they bite? No. Oh,
What are you all doing here? I thought you were supposed to be taming fire.
We're trying to. But the only clue Finvara gave us was a turtle.
Ah,
So now we're watching turtles, trying to get ideas.
well then. Why contemplate a turtle? Why not try to think like one? What does a turtle do while under attack?
a turtle doesn't do anything.
That's it. A turtle never attacks its opponent. It just sits there and waits for its enemy to tire itself out.
Now you are thinking.
So what are we waiting for? We have a vicious dragon to tame.
Make haste! I just received a dispatch that Queen Maeve's forces are massing on our borders. We have precious little time.
Come on.
Pyre's lair lies just ahead.
we tame that dragon. I have a feeling everything's gonna work out just fine.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
The Sentinel!
Mystic Knights, and farewell. Prepare for your final battle.
Don't.
The Justice League versus the Legion of Doom.
It was sad.
We could do with the armor!
Oh, give us a chance!
I can't see them. I can hear them.
Fire within me!
Come here. I have a plan. Lightning Man.
Now let's finish this fight. Where did they go? They must have been afraid.
I don't think so. We'll defeat you.
The Kelsmen are dropping like rag dolls.
Even though this is reaching the climax, I'm gonna have to drop out too.
Okay.
Thanks for having me, though.
No problem. Thanks for coming by.
Till next time.
We've got your princess. Unless you want her to become an icicle, surrender your weapons.
No, don't give up your weapons!
You better or else.
Never give up your weapons! No!
The wise choice. You saved the girl and lost the war. We have all the weapons.
I never thought I'd have to say this, but we have to retreat. And fast.
We have no choice!
Oh, look at them run. We are victorious.
Well, guys, I did promise a triple threat, but, everybody's ducked out, and I'm actually getting pretty hungry myself. So I think I'll just go ahead and leave you on that cliffhanger there instead. You want to see what happens next, if they get their weapons back, if they tame that dragon? Be sure to tune in next week for Mystic Frights. Be sure to click all the buttons, click all the links, both on Neneka's and my channel. Go forth, and may the memes protect you.